Welcome to Goa News Daily, your go-to source for what's happening in our state. It's February 5th, 2026, and we've got the stories that matter to you.
Good morning, Go-Cars. Hope you're having a great start to your Thursday. We have a lot to get through today, from a big warning from the High Court to some important updates for our communities. Let's get right into it.
So, what's on the docket? The High Court is putting its foot down on illegal beach constructions. We're also looking at the government's sudden move against the Tirumala Credit Society. And on a positive note, a popular government program is back in action. All right, we're kicking things off with some major news coming out of Panaji that could affect your finances and the way our government operates. First up, this is a big one. The state government has pulled the plug on 13 branches of the Tirumala Tirupati Multi-State Cooperative Credit Society, withdrawing their no-objection certificates. This has, understandably raised some serious concerns among investors.
So, what do you need to know? Well, according to the Navhin Times today, this withdrawal is effective immediately. The chief minister is now demanding that the society's representatives hand over all their documents. For everyone else, the official word is to be extremely careful and do your homework before making any transactions with the society.
In some much better news from the capital, the government has just announced a pretty substantial pay raise for Goa's freedom fighters. Their monthly pension is now going up to 12,000 rupees.
Let's break that down. As reported by the Navhin Times, the monthly pension is jumping from 9,000 rupees all the way to 12,000. Plus, their allowance is getting a boost from 3,000 to 5,000 rupees. This decision came right after the chief minister met with the Freedom Fighters Association and promised that their concerns are a top priority.
And a quick heads up for those who follow state politics, mark your calendars. The Navhin Times also reports that the governor has called for the 14-day budget session of the Legislative Assembly. It's all set to start on March 6th, and that's when we'll see the chief minister present the state budget for the next financial year.
Okay, moving on. If you're planning your weekend travels, listen up, because we have an important traffic alert for you.
Attention everyone who uses the Borum Bridge. The PWD has announced a full overnight closure this coming weekend. That's from 8 p.m. on Sunday, February 8th to 8 a.m. on Monday morning. They're finishing up repairs, so all traffic between Ponda and Margao will be rerouted. Plan accordingly.
Now, let's turn our attention to some pretty critical updates from our judiciary and law enforcement. This story comes from O Heraldo. The Goa bench of the Bombay High Court is not happy. They've expressed very serious concerns about all the unchecked illegal constructions popping up along our beautiful coastline. This came up during a hearing about a case at Arambol Beach, and the court made it clear that our coast has to be protected.
And to really drive the point home, Justice Suman Sham said, and I'm quoting here, "If Goa's beaches are destroyed, there will be nothing left. This cannot be permitted." Wow, that's about as direct a warning as you can get for the authorities to crack down on these illegal structures.
And a quick update on a story we've been following, the Birch Fire tragedy in Arpar. According to the Navhin Times, the former Arpora Nagoa Sarpanch, Roshan Redkar, has now been remanded to 14 days in judicial custody as the investigation moves forward. All right, let's shift gears now and focus on an initiative that's all about bringing government services right to you. Some good news here. The state government has brought back the Sarkar Tumcha Dari initiative. The government at your doorstep program. It's a great idea, really, designed to cut through all that red tape and bring government services directly to the people. And they're not wasting any time. The first event is happening tomorrow. That's Friday, February 6th, at the Rajiv Kala Mandir in Ponda. So, if you live in the Ponda Talika, you can head over there to get help on the spot with things like ration cards or applying for government schemes. And finally today, we're going to wrap up with a couple of really important updates on public health here in Goa. The Navhin Times is reporting on some new health data from Goa Medical College. Out of 1,550 new cancer cases registered last year, breast cancer was the most common, making up 23% of the total. That was followed by gastrointestinal cancers at 18%, with head and neck and genitourinary cancers each at 15%. Now, you might have heard some chatter about the Nipah virus recently, so let's just take a quick moment to understand what it is. Okay, so Nipah is a virus that spreads from animals to humans, and its natural host is the fruit bat.
Now, while it does have a high mortality rate, and that sounds scary, here's the most important thing officials want you to know. It is not airborne like COVID, so there's no reason to panic, but it's smart to be aware.
So what can you do to protect yourself? It's pretty simple, actually. First, wash your fruits really, really well. Second, stay away from raw date palm sap. Third, make sure any pork you eat is cooked all the way through. And of course, the golden rule: keep washing your hands.
All right, so just to quickly recap our top stories, the High Court is cracking down on illegal beach constructions, the government has taken action against 13 branches of the Tirumala Credit Society, and some good news. The monthly pension for Goa's freedom fighters has been increased to 12,000 rupees.
And that's your Goa News Daily briefing for Thursday, February 5th. To stay on top of all these stories and more, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day.